It's right around like 3:20 a.m. or so on Friday, May 24th. I'm trying to sleep. I'm lying on my bed. Have been for about 3 hours now since midnight. And starting at around, 9 or 10 this evening, someone was making violent banging and slamming noises against the wall behind my kitchen sink from the bathroom of Unit 78. And at the same time, in typical fashion, that same psychopath who, keeps accessing the premises of her former unit, um, the psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry has once again resumed using some type of remote capacity electronic assault device. The scientific term for these types of devices is a directed energy weapon. And she's been doing this for the last 3 hours now while I've been lying on my bed, quietly trying to rest. And the tip off that this is always the same person is that she deliberately smokes or burns and propagates these intensely sickening, foul smelling odors of burning rubber, of marijuana, and cigars from behind the wall of my kitchen sink that fills this entire area right here and forces me to open the window really wide, even in the middle of the night. And you don't even know what's going to come flying through this window because it has no screen. This is a serious safety issue. And because there's constant foul odors of smoke and of something burning coming from behind the wall of my kitchen sink, which again is the bathroom of Unit 78, where Greenville verifiably housed a known psychopath, sex offender, and cybercriminal named Jasmine Irizarry between 2013 and 2022, when Oleg Eliseyev, the property manager, informed me that he moved Irizarry out of Unit 78, but that she continued to live in this building. I asked him specifically when Mr. Eliseyev took me into Unit 78 in March of 2023, whether or not Irizarry, the psychopath and cybercriminal, according to what multiple people have told me, including detectives at the E13 station in 2020. Mr. Eliseyev said, "Oh, she still lives in this building, but maybe we'll move her across the street to 191. This psychopath is dangerous. She engages in all kinds of constant, disruptive, aggressive, targeted behavior towards other females. I've been informed by former property managers here at the Greenville Group that she targets people and doesn't like other females." Well, that would explain why she's constantly, literally on my ass, especially when I try to use the toilet in my bathroom, and she violently smacks the wall behind my toilet. Throughout the afternoon and evening today, Irizarry has violently slammed things against the wall behind my kitchen sink, which is the bathroom where she spent all of her time between 2013 and 2022 engaging in the same exact pattern of aggressive harassment against that wall that she is doing right now. That's how you know it's the same person, because no two human beings have the same exact identical behavioral thumbprint, and her behavioral thumbprint is highly unusual and probably not easily reproducible. Even if somebody was trying really, really hard to act like the psychopath Irizarry, they would not succeed because they don't know exactly when to react the way she would in a certain situation. Nobody can act exactly like you. They can try, but to a discerning observer such as myself, I have a PhD level education in clinical developmental psychology and spent 5.5 years in a 7-year full-time PhD program for clinical developmental psychology, where I published my thesis nationally and had a 3.8 GPA. I know what I'm talking about. None of these low-life morons who comment on my channel seem to have much education or intellectual capacity, so they don't understand anything that I say. And you know that somebody is stupid when they call anything they can't understand crazy, right? That's how you know you're dealing with a low IQ moron, because they don't understand most of anything. They're too stupid to understand anything. And because they don't understand anything, nothing makes sense. So then they think it's crazy. Then they call people who are more intelligent than them crazy because they can't grasp anything that is past their limited understanding. back to Irizarry. She is literally right now smoking up a storm in 78, located behind my kitchen sink, and I have to keep this window open. I actually had to turn the air conditioning on, even though it's not that cold. I mean, it's not, yeah, it's a little chilly in here right now. It's not that warm outside. I'm trying to ventilate the space, and this is preventing me from sleeping. Again, she has also been using the same exact electronic assault device to literally zap me while I've been lying here quietly trying to sleep for 3 hours, as she has been using on me from behind that bathroom while she smokes up a storm since 2017. That is Jasmine Irizarry, the psychopath. That's a fact, folks. And that is something that has been told to me over and over and over by police officers, by detectives, by staffers at the Greenville Group, by people outside of this building who seem to know a lot of what's going on around here. She's a psychopath. That's a fact. So is that defamation? No. Do I have the right to mention her name? Absolutely. She's engaging in criminal activities right now. And the use of a directed energy weapon is physical assault. She also broke and entered into my apartment multiple times while I was physically inside this unit back in 2014 and 2015, and I reported it to the management office. And after that, Irizarry no longer entered my unit while I was inside of it. Then she started entering my unit after I would leave for work, while I was away at work. And then she started doing some really sick and twisted stuff to my personal belongings. And then I would come home and find my stuff vandalized and tampered with. The Greenville Group chooses to continue to house this psychopath in the bathroom directly behind my kitchen sink, in spite of like dozens of complaints over the years. They seem to enjoy allowing her to target and harass other tenants, especially if they don't like those tenants, and are trying to, sort of force people to move out. They just hope people are going to get sick and tired of what the craziness is and leave. I'm not. The more they try, the less I'm going to move out. I mean, right now, the fact that I have to have this window open just to ventilate the intensely foul stench coming from behind that bathroom wall, along with the smoke that is literally just coming from behind there. This person is either vaping or they're burning something. I don't think it's possible for somebody to be actually physically smoking this. She's like burning it and propagating it. It's not even like an actual cigarette that she's smoking. She's like burning something in a burner or vaping or something. I mean, it's overwhelming. So yeah, it's behind that kitchen sink. Somebody's smoking and smacking the wall behind that kitchen sink. I just tried to use my bathroom about 20 minutes ago, and somebody was smacking something right behind that wall, which is the bathroom of 78. And I have to keep this window wide open. As you can see, I can stick my hand completely out. There's no screen. So when I have to keep my window open this wide, just to get a little bit of fresh air in here to ventilate the nonstop smoke and stink that Irizarry is generating from behind that wall. I mean, this is something she's been doing since 2013. That's how you know it's her, because she engages, again, in the same exact identical, highly unusual and not reproducible pattern of immediate reactions to things that I do in the privacy of this unit that she should have no knowledge of, such as quietly using my toilet at 3 a.m., but she seems to have knowledge of anyway, because everybody keeps telling me there are surveillance devices in this unit, including Boston police detectives. They're the ones who confirmed a couple of years ago that they have knowledge of the use of surveillance devices in here, along with the former maintenance manager who said that he did not have access to the footage, and if I wanted access to the footage, I should call Mr. Elisayev, the property manager, and ask him for the footage. So now we know where to go to get the footage, right? So this is unfortunate because I actually just spent all day today writing legal briefs against the landlord. Pretty extensive legal briefs, like 10 to 15 pages each. That's how you know you're not crazy, folks, when you're able to write coherent, logical, and form-adhering legal briefs that most lay people would not be able to write.
Our office hours are from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Our office is currently closed. If this is an emergency, please press 1. Otherwise, press 2 to leave a voicemail for the front office.
Most people can't write their way out of anything, let alone write a 15-page legal brief. And I wrote 2 over the last 2 days.
So we may get back to you when we return.
Hi there. It's right around 3:20 a.m. on Friday, May 24th, 2024. I'm calling from Unit 89 to report multiple violations of the lease occurring in my unit at this time by the aggressive and disruptive behavior of Jasmine Irizarry, who you appear to have placed back into her old bathroom directly behind my kitchen sink, located in Unit 78. It is a verifiable fact that the Greenville Group housed a psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry in Unit 78 between 2013 and 2022, at which point Mr. Oleg Aleseyev informed me that he had moved Irizarry out of Unit 78, but that he continued to house her in the 5 Union Ave building. And when I asked him if he was going to move her out of the 5 Union Ave building, he said, well, she still lives in the building, but maybe I'll move her across the street. Obviously, that never happened. And over the last few hours, Irizarry has been making some really violent slamming, banging noises in the bathroom directly behind my kitchen sink. She became aggressive against the wall of my kitchen sink when I went into my bathroom several times to try to use it over the course of the last few hours. And about an hour ago, Irizarry once again resumed burning and propagating intense amounts of smoke that smells like burning rubber and cigars. And that smoke is so intense that I've had to open my window 1.5 feet just to get some fresh air into my unit. It is preventing me from being able to sleep. I've been lying on my bed since 12 a.m. trying to sleep. And the psychopath who you continue to choose to house in Unit 78, or she keeps accessing Unit 78, is slamming things against the wall behind my kitchen sink just 25 minutes ago when I tried to use my bathroom. And that is the bathroom of 78, where you keep telling me nobody lives. Well, somebody's in there right now, and she's smoking or burning something that smells so sickening that the stink is forcing me to keep my window wide open, even though there's no screen. At the same time, Irizarry has resumed the use of the same electronic assault device. It's some kind of directed energy weapon that she has been using on my person since 2017. And Irizarry likes to use this device at 3 a.m. when I'm lying on my bed trying to rest. Every single time I have to make a video about this, it's at like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. when the psychopath Irizarry is agitated against the wall of her bathroom behind my kitchen sink, and she uses this electronic assault device to disrupt my rest. This is an absolute violation of the lease. This is also criminal harassment, and I will be documenting this in court today. I will be filing a restraining order both against Irizarry and the Greenville Group, because in spite of multiple complaints and documentation of this type of behavior from Irizarry for the last 10 years now, Greenville refuses to move her out of this building. If you have any questions, you know my phone number. Once again, it's 3:20 a.m. on Friday, May 24th. I'm calling from Unit 89 to report that your psychopath, Jasmine Irizarry, is engaging in some extremely aggressive, disruptive, harmful behavior at 3:20 in the morning, which is the exact same behavior she's been engaging in against the wall behind my sink since 2013. That is the same person. Thank you. I am recording this voicemail for legal purposes. Man, this is just unreal. They have, by law, 14 days to fix any issue of habitation, of safety, of health, of sanitary codes that or a tenant might happen to bring to their attention, whether in writing or verbally, and they absolutely refuse to address the psychopath's behavior that is so off the rails, psychotic, that it is literally a danger to herself and to others. This low-life scum, Jasmine Irizarry, does not belong in a building where she has ample access to multiple tenants, and she is apparently allowed to do whatever she wants in this building. She's a manipulative, deceptive, pathological liar. She's also a kleptomaniac, because whenever she would get into this unit when I was away at work, stuff disappeared. My clothing would get stolen, things would get vandalized, ripped open, smashed, destroyed. I mean, she's just a psycho, right? That's what a psychopath does. They're just a psycho. And this person is verifiably a psycho. I don't think that Boston police detectives would tell me that she's a psychopath when I go to the station to talk about her, saying that there's this crazy lady in the bathroom behind my kitchen sink who keeps slamming things against the wall. And the police officers know exactly who I'm talking about. And they say, oh, she's a psychopath. Well, there you go, folks. That's why I'm making this video at 3:20 in the morning. Somebody is slamming things against the wall behind my kitchen sink and behind my bathroom when I try to go into my bathroom at 3 a.m. to quietly use it. How does she know I'm in my bathroom? Well, obviously, because she's a psychopath and she pervs and creeps all over what other people do even at 3 in the morning. Why is she slamming things against the wall? Why was she slamming things against the wall at 1 a.m. when I tried to go into my bathroom? Because she's a psychopath. I rest my case.